why not the biggest you can go in Europe? So this space is kind of the living area. We can sit here with 6 or 7 people or even 9 people. Before I knew it, I was going bigger and bigger, and then we got this result. So yeah, it's a nice way of living. I'm living the dream life, in my opinion. All right, so this is my hostel, my house on wheels, and also my work. Come on inside, I will show you around.
Alright guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're meeting up with Jeroen, who for 6 years has lived full-time in a huge lorry.
Not only is it his home, it's also a mobile hostel that sleeps up to 9 people, and we get a full look around, so stick around for the full tour. And we hope that you enjoy the video. Let us know in the comments what you think, and if you like it and you want to see more videos just like this, then make sure you're subscribed. Back to it.
I'm Jeroen. This is a truck converted to a hostel. It has 9 sleeping places. I live this way because I like kite surfing a lot and I like to be on the best spot. And yeah, I noticed that the van life is very special for that because you can really park close to the beach. It's a good way of living, and I fell in love with it in 2017. I noticed in Tarifa the van life was very special there, so then I came up with the idea to buy a camper van and just start living in it. And then later on I started to live in it more and more, and before I knew it I was going bigger and bigger, and then we got this result. So yeah. I've built this mobile kite hostel because I was living in a small camper van for several years. And I used to have a driving school before, and I was teaching people how to kite as well and combining this a little bit. But I always fancied the idea to really live close to the water and always be at the best kite spot. So this is how I came up with the idea, but also because I do a lot of downwinders with kite surfers. Let the people kite along the shoreline and let them do 50 to 100 kilometers a day. And then we take their equipment from one place to the other place. So that's how I came up with the idea to build this lorry. You can join us for kite surfing, you can join us for paragliding, but also for many more other things. Totally off-grid. We've been living in it for 6 years already off-grid. It's quite successful with the crowd and everybody loves it. Sometimes it's a bit difficult to park, but then again it's also much easier to park because you can also stealth camp with this quite easily. Not many people can imagine, but you can of course close all the windows and then all the officers will not notice it's a hostel on wheels. It's a quite good way of living, and yeah, can always park your home where your heart is. So it's a good way of doing it. Yeah. So here we have the mobile kite hostel. It's my home and also my hostel. It's a Dove 510, has a lot of horsepower, which makes it very easy to drive all the mountains. It has 600,000 kilometers on the thing. It's quite new for a truck. It's also very easy to drive. It is an automatic. Why not the biggest you can go in Europe? Because this is the biggest you can go, and it's actually not that expensive. So I bought it all for just 20 grand. So under the 20,000 I made it, but it was a lot of recycling. I did a lot of dumpster diving, and I was very creative with a lot of things. We recycled nearly everything we got, except from the screws and some solar panels. I bought the truck for 12,000, and then I bought the trailer for 3,000. Then I did a lot of conversions, and so the solar panels and the inverter and all that kind of stuff. And in the end it set me back almost 20,000 euros, which is quite okay for such a big vehicle. And to be honest, I'm consuming almost just as much as any other truck. The turning circle is around where the box is, so you're actually more flexible in many places. The rear axles, they are turning, so I can make easier turns and a little bit more flexible. Even a lot of people think I'm very big. They will be surprised that I will be able to stand in some places they cannot.
All right guys, quick shout out to today's sponsor, Bluetti. So here we've got the Apex 300 and the Charger 2, both game changers for your off-grid setup.
I've set up the Charger 2 in my van, it's super easy install by the way, and this thing is seriously impressive. It offers simultaneous alternator and solar charging, meaning you've got reliable power whether you're driving or parked. And it charges up to 13 times faster than a standard car outlet, pushing up to 1200 watts, which is just insane. I've got it paired with the Apex 300, but it works with all Bluetti power stations and even 95% of third-party models, so it'll fit into pretty much any setup. So this is the Apex 300, a versatile all-in-one system and the smartest 120 volt / 240 volt portable power solutions out there. It's perfect for van life, off-grid setups or even home backup in case of emergencies or power cuts.
With a 2.7 kilowatt hour capacity and a 3.8 kilowatt output, you can power pretty much anything and multiple things at once. For me, that's induction hobs, charging all my gear, powering tools, and you can even run household appliances. And with a 12 kilowatt bypass, it can handle not just the basics, but heavier loads too, like EVs, HVAC systems, and more. It's also scalable, so you can start with a setup like this and expand it over time, all the way up to 58 kilowatt hours of capacity and 11.5 kilowatts of output by adding extra battery packs. So it really grows with your needs.
Both of these can be controlled and monitored through the app, and the Apex 300 even has storm alerts that prep the system automatically if bad weather's on the way. And with up to a 17-year battery life on the Apex 300, it's built to keep you going for the long run.
So these are great individually, but even better together, and a must-have upgrade for your off-grid power. So definitely check them out in the links below. And a big thanks to Bluetti for sponsoring the video. Back to it.
So the length in total is 17.25. The lorry itself is 13 meters and then this is 7. So about the diesel tank here, I have 800 liters of diesel. There's some old boat windows in there. Over here I have the water buckets, which is for the toilet and also for the shower. We reuse the water, so let's say I just showered, I take the shower bucket, then I have to walk around, throw it in the toilet to flush the toilet with the shower water. We also have a big box that goes all the way through. Yeah, you can go all the way through to the end. Many kites and also a lot of wood for my wood burner. We also have a little outside shower. The shower is very handy for outside when you have your feet full of sand. Yeah, as you can see, I also recycled all of the outer layers, so I just cut out everything where I needed to make a window. When you close everything off, they will almost think you're a normal truck. We just make some holes and used old boat windows. These ones are all in the guest rooms, and these ones are in the living room, and this one is again in the sleeping room from me. So here we have another storage place. We use it a lot for the wood, quick stuff which can go in and out and which is not so valuable because you can obviously grab it out easily as well. And then I have the scooter to transport myself a little bit. This goes just in the back. I can use the terrace to go up and down. Yeah, if you live in a big truck, it's not always easy to go to the city center. So with this one, it's very easy again to go to the city center. And then I have a lot of other gadgets as well, which I can use to transport myself. All right, so we're here at the back of the truck, which is a very nice place. Back wheels are all the way over there, which gives me an over length of like 5 or 4 meters to drive close to the water shore. Waking up from my bed and just being able to run outside and jump from this hedge into the water, it's an amazing feeling. Here we have the windows again, and here's the chimney from the wood stove. The door is actually just a normal door with safety glass in there. This is indeed very handy as well for the people that want to charge their phone and I don't know them, for instance, which happens here a lot. Many people live in the tent and they knock the door and they ask, can I charge my phone? And then they say, yeah, no problem, because I have enough solar panels and enough batteries. So I'm totally off-grid. Already for 6 years. This is working with 8 solar panels of 320 watt each. Then we have also lithium batteries, 2 of them 320 amps. So in total we almost have 640 amp hours on lithium. So this is the cab. We have a bunk bed in here. The bed is also quite nice. I could have a show you here. So here we're in the cabin, which has the bunk bed. You have a lot of headspace if you keep it like this, but you can also pull it off and get down like this and then push this down and then this, and then you have another bed up there. This bed is 2 meters 30 width, so it's quite spacious. And you also have a fridge here, so it has all the comforts of home, kind of. If you want to do some home office, you can do it over here as well. Of course, it's very good insulated. So I had a lot of people doing their home office inside here and having their own camper van in a way. So I'm very happy with the decision that I did 6 years ago to buy a very big lorry. I think I earned the truck back for 20 times already. So it's a great way of living and I would recommend a lot of people doing it the way I'm doing it. Living in here with the guests, especially a lot of guests, can be challenging in a way because it's also 24/7 you're on. You have to monitor the guests and help them, and of course that's why I call it a hostel, so the people there also clean a little bit their own dishes and do their own things, but it's a lot. My ex-girlfriend, she said always, we need more privacy because it's too much with the people. It never bothered me that much. It's been working out already for 6 years and it's a nice way of living. I'm living the dream life in my opinion, but sometimes it's a lot of work, but sometimes it's also very easy. The favorite thing is just waking up at the beach and being able to go kiting from a few hundred meters away and have the comforts of your home always with you. The cons are, of course, the water sometimes. You run out of water and you need to get new water and you need to take the water away. So yeah, the big disadvantage, I think, is only the water problem. But the rest, yeah, of course, in this case, you're a little bit bigger, but I never felt myself not being able to come to a place where that I didn't want to come. Some campings, they say, okay, you're too big, you cannot enter, which is also a little bit of an excuse to park for free in some places, because then you can say, at least I tried. But that's what we also do. We try a lot to go to campings and to places where we know for sure that we are able to stay with our guests. We prefer to go to campsites with our guests and to have facilities and also support local a lot. All right, so this is my hostel, my house on wheels, and also my work. Come on inside, I will show you around. So here we have the terrace, foldable table. We have space for 6 to 7 people on the terrace. We also have a lot of storage here. As you can see, it's quite full of stuff. A lot of hydrofoils, a lot of kites. We have also the freezer up there. We have a lot of kitesurf equipment on board, but also paragliding and a lot of other features, of course. So as you come inside here, you have a hallway to pass through. There's also a little bit of storage space for all of my toys. And then above I have a lot of storage again for the bed sheets. All this wood is recycled pellets, so it's been a lot of dumpster diving, like I said, and a lot of work actually, getting all the nails out and all that kind of stuff. Also along the way I went to some boat wreck yards and found a lot of stuff, like for instance this boat window here. It's a very authentic boat window, real thick copper one. Here we have one of the sleeping rooms, which you sleep downstairs. Yeah, have a look. This is bedroom 1. Over here you can sleep down below. It's fitted out with the boat windows, and you have some storage to place your luggage and to hang your clothing. It's a nice little private area which has a king-size bed, and you can sleep there easily with 2 people. We got 220 sockets. Here we have a 12-volt lighting. So this is a different system. So in case the, let's say 220 runs out in what kind of reason, which almost never happens actually, but then we still have a 12-volt lighting. So we have multiple power sources here as well. Here we're on the upper sleeping room. Here you can see how it's formed. We have again the old boating window. You have like a box which you can pull out, and also again it's for storage. And then like this you climb on and you can easily access your bed. It has all the comforts of home and of your van maybe. Yeah, again you have the 220 sockets also above your head, so you can also put your equipment, charge your phone in the bed here. On board here we have perfectly good Wi-Fi. We use this, we get a SIM card from any local place we are. Quite happy with the internet here in Morocco actually, it's surprisingly good. Yeah, we have a lot of other features here as well, like unicycle wheels and a skateboard, which also helps a lot if you're doing groceries at certain spots. I use the unicycle wheel a lot to chuck away my grey water, so it's easy to drive many kilometers holding both buckets. Here we have the seat, which is of course again the storage. It's a lot of wood storage at the moment. Then it's easy to supply the wood stove. The wood stove, I made this from 2 old gas bottles and a boating window. But when we go driving, I usually take out the chimney like this, and then you can drive a bit more safe. So this heats up the whole truck kind of, and also if I'm in a really cold area, I can put the radiator behind it and then connect it to the floor heating. I got just like the normal pipes for the floor heating. Then I connect them to the radiator, and then I got a little pump that is pushing the water through the radiator, but automatically, because you heat it up already, the water starts flowing already a bit. So this space is kind of the living area. We can sit here with 6 or 7 people or even 9 people. We have a lot of storage under the bed here. We sometimes use it as a bed, but also as a bench. We used old kite equipment, so there's all kite fabric. Yeah, so sometimes this functions as an extra bedroom, but then I put different sheets on there, and it's not that you sleep on this. We got a pop-up table here. And then you have a great dining area. Sometimes we put a chair here. Most of the times we have enough space for at least all our guests. So here we're in the kitchen area. We have a nice big fridge. We have a water heater, a stove, works on propane. Yeah, we also use a hydrophore, which makes sure that you have a lot of pressure in the water. We have a microwave oven, which I'm currently using also as storage. Plenty of storage, we got big closet, and at the moment it's very full everything. The pantries here, and a lot of cupboards everywhere. Over here we have a little bit of a memory box, but then also here we have some stickers from all the van lifers that have been coming on our path. You can live very comfortable in here. You do have to make compromises. You should always think about that you switch off the water heater if you want to use the oven or other way around. For sure you can cook everything you need, and we made already many different dishes. Like I said, I've been living in it for 6 years already, and I never came to a point that I said, oh, I'm missing something. So over here we have the kite hooks, which you use for kiting, but they're also to hang your clothing. So as we move on, we have here the bathroom. So here we got the bathroom, which has a nice shower. You can easily fit under there, even with 2 meters tall. And we have a normal toilet. Why did I choose for a normal toilet? Because I noticed that if you have a lot of clients over, a composting toilet is not always working out that well. So we're using actually just a normal toilet with normal water, no chemicals, and like this it's also easy to go to a normal toilet and to dump it in a normal toilet, because especially here in Morocco, if you dump your chemical toilet in a normal toilet, it might come out in the ocean somewhere, so you don't want to put all the chemicals to the nature there. Yeah, this is like lino. It's not real stone, no. It's easy to clean. The shower and everything, I got it from second-hand places. So I, to be honest, paid 25 euros for this shower compartment. It's very easy to stay clean here. And I also hear that many guests say that I have the best shower of all the hostels they've stayed in. So now we're going to the captain's quarters. Sometimes I rent it out as well. Last summer I was many times in the other truck, and then I was renting it out to 9 people. It's where my dog sleeps as well all the time and protects the place the whole time. The last 6 years I've been mainly living in here, which is also the engine room for many things. So the water pump is here and the water tanks are here. Again, we have the old boating windows. A lot of storage, a lot of memories covered around. It's definitely a nice, big, comfortable bed. It's 2 meters 20 long. The 220 sockets are everywhere here. Again, also with the 12 volts lighting, I have the board up there. Yeah, I definitely love the life I've chosen. It's definitely good. It gives you, again, a lot of opportunities to explore new places and to go to see new things and to the whole time be on an adventure in a way. And yeah, I definitely like it. Yeah, I could live the lifestyle another 50 years or maybe another 100 years if I make it to 130.
Would you ever go back to a house?
Probably not, no. I probably would not go back to a house because yeah, I love this way of living that you can just park wherever you want and be at the best spot where you want to be. So living in a house, I do consider once in a while buying a piece of land or to, you know, grow some vegetables or to do some agriculture here and there to stay a bit longer. But then again, it's also a really nice lifestyle of being free and to park your home where the heart is. The response of the people many times is like, wow, what a big truck, and are you able to park it, or is there still space? Are you ever coming to bridges where you cannot fit underneath or stuff like that? And yeah, many times I tell them, yeah, it's quite okay. It's nothing more than a little bit bigger van, let's say like this. Especially in Holland, there's not so many free spots to park your van. In Holland it was very easy actually. I could park in the middle of the city of Amsterdam almost. Anywhere there is an industrial area, there are trucks parked, they're just on the road and they're not paying anything. And I think it's also a little bit shamed of the system in Holland, because in Spain you have like this trucker stops which are paid, and then you can go through the gate and you pay them a little bit, which I prefer to do, especially in Barcelona or the big cities. But in Holland, they don't do that. So it's a bit of a stupid thing that they don't do that. And that's how you come up with almost living for free in a way. Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed the tour a little bit. And if you ever like to check out my Instagram or Facebook, you're more than welcome. It's called Mobile Kite Hostel, of course. And I'm also considering to start a YouTube channel, so who knows, maybe there will be some vlogging coming on soon, and you can follow us also on YouTube. Let's see. Thanks for watching and thumbs up.
Alright guys, thanks for tuning in there, and a big thanks to Jeroen for sharing his story with us and showing us around.
Make sure to follow the Mobile Kite Hostel on all the socials. The links will be down below for that. And we hope that you enjoyed that video. Let us know what you think in the comments below. And if you liked it and you want to see more videos just like this, then make sure you're subscribed. See you in the next one.